Welcome to Fusion Racing League 2024, your official driver introduction. Alfa Romeo, Colin Edwards, 8, Doctor Who, 66. Tom Kamikaze, 6, Robin van Vichen, 48, AlphaTauri. Alpine, Brandon Azure, 87, Humid, 5. Aston Martin, Osmond, 35, Cooper, 30. Tian Morkel, 9, Johan Klaassen, 81, Ferrari. Joshua Knott, 92, Keegan Goosebro, 21, Haas. McLaren, Marcus, 88, France, 31. Mercedes, Martin de Bruyn, 85, Will Vortex, 0. Red Bull, Dietrich Stroll, 15, Johan Roth, 52. Williams, Andre, 46, Brian, 25. Welcome to Fusion Racing League. Welcome to Fusion Racing League. Hey, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fusion Racing League testing phases. We are at Jeddah tonight. I'm Clinton Cole. Alongside me, Confucius, our co-commentator. And
Hey,
how are you doing, Confucius? How's the
always
weekend?
good. Always fun to be here.
Nice, man. It looks like we're going to have a pretty decent little race here. 12 guys on the grid tonight. Jeddah, we know, is
Yep.
a fast track. So no real room for errors. Yeah, a good couple of places to overtake because of the DRS zones. But it's going to be exciting to see what these guys can pull off for us tonight.
Yeah, of course. I see AlphaTauri's full team, Red Bull's full team, Alfa Romeo's full team, Merc only one driver, McLaren one driver, Aston one driver. But as we saw last week, the teams are starting to team up. They're actually driving as teammates.
They are actually. And we noticed it last week. I think it was Red Bull that's already starting
Yeah.
to show us, hey, there's something happening there. The way the guys are starting to look after each
Yeah, I
other.
mean, the Red Bulls took 2 and 3,
Yeah, absolutely.
which means in the overall standings for that race, they took constructors.
Just trying to see if I can get a couple of things up on the screen here for everybody. There's your. I love it when that thing just disappears like that. It's even better. And then we get the track map on for everybody. Let's have a little bit of lap data. Hey, let's do some telemetry tonight as well for the people so they can see what these guys are doing with brakes and throttle.
Mm-hmm.
But going to be a good night, I think. This is going to be good racing. I know that, like we said, it's a fast-paced track. And the city's dry. Hardly ever rains at Jeddah anyway, so I'm pretty sure that we'll have a dry race too. But these guys are going to want to put on those softs and put on some really decent lap times.
Yep.
There's a bit of spiking again. I'm not sure where the spiking's coming from. We had the same problem again on Wednesday.
Yeah, it seems like EA is having some issues again this evening.
I know we had that same problem on Wednesday. Actually, with the sync issue, it kicked one of the drivers right out and he hit the wall. And he DNF'd.
Yeah, because it's just on the wrong time. The game doesn't have time to quickly kick in the AI.
Correct. I'm busy with Kazi at the moment. I'm giving an eye here over Kazi. He's on an outlap. I mean, we've got 14 minutes of quali still, so these guys are going to get a good couple of laps still in. I think 2 or 3 hot laps at best. But once again, tire degradation. That's something interesting to look out for.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Just for the viewers out there so that they understand. So in the past, what used to happen is they had Q1, Q2, and Q3. What they would do, though, is you had to start with the same tire that you qualified on. So with the tire wear that you had gained in qualification, you actually started the race on that. They've changed that nowadays, so meaning you can now go and quali on any set of tires and you can start on a brand new set of tires of your choice. So it does open up the field a lot.
Yeah. That's a couple of interesting, and of course in real life, Formula One, some drivers moving over and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. I just had a look there. I see Marcus has already put in his bank at a 128.1. Martin tight on his heels at a 128.4, 128.5 by Brett, and Doctor at a 130.3. I'm pretty sure those numbers are going to get tighter to the 129s and high 128s. Or even, I'm lying, it's going to go down to the 127s once the track rubbers in.
Yep. Well, from the look of the track, it looks like it might be more of a hard and medium track. I would say.
Yeah, I don't.
Because there's not a lot of sharp corners, long corners, for those soft tires.
Yeah, I agree with
and
that.
It looks like a very, very fast track. Guys on keyboard, of course, is going to struggle a bit because there's that slow corner. There's a couple of slow corners, so they tend to struggle a bit. But the guys aren't doing badly.
They're not doing too bad, and if we have a look at these oaks now, I mean, we've got Brian, he's busy doing his outlap at the moment. They're all there in the 128s and the low 129s, you know, up to P5. Yeah. That's a good sign.
Yep.
Scary for them, though. Because Jeddah is, like we said, it's tough to overtake over here. You have to really wait for your DRS zones with those straights. You're not going to take somebody on these turns. It's too fast, too tight.
Yeah, and you look at that corner they just passed through. It's quite a narrow corner going. There's no space, and there's no space for error because some places those barriers are pretty close to the track.
Yeah.
Even on the outside.
Gonna make for good viewing though. That's all I know. I love it when these guys are so tight up there. And look at that already, as you were calling it early. Look at the teams though. If you look at your Doctor Who and Revolution, they together. The Red Bulls together.
The other McLaren I see joined us, and the other Red Bull joined us.
Correct. And the teams are tight. I'll look at the two Aston Martins still to do their laps and get some good bankers in there. But they're all together. McLaren's together. Red Bull's together.
So it's only two that's not in a team.
Correct.
Merck and Kazi. Chooks and Kazi, the two, not in teams this evening, but the rest are full teams. So that will make for some interesting driving.
Well, Kazi's got his teammate there. That's AlphaTauri. Yeah. Big Rhino's with him. They're just not together on timing, though. Look at Big Rhino Scout there. He's P6 and Kazi's in P9. They're teammates as well. We've got a pretty good run of teams here. It's only the Williams and Merck, really.
Sorry, my mistake. Blade Brian. Blade Bryan's not in a team.
He's not in it, correct.
Yeah.
Who-
And
who's
him and
his
Martin.
teammate? I wonder who's his... I know Martin's teammate is Will Vortex. He couldn't make it tonight.
But it's a nice full grid with 12 drivers going.
It's a great grid. It's a fantastic grid to see these guys here on this track. And like we said, still in the testing phase. Coming very soon, we're coming up to our league race official opener, the 6th of March. I mean, that's around the corner. So these guys are trying to probably get as much laps in as possible now.
Yeah, they're all testing the track, getting the best times they can. But I have to, some of the tracks, I don't know about this one. I haven't been on this track in a while. Some of the guys would actually prefer not being 1 or 2 on the grid.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the start, I think, as well. The start,
Yes.
turn 1 is really
Right at
tricky.
the start, because the guys prefer being a 3 or 4 place. We had a guy in another league that even preferred starting last, because he says that first corner, everybody's pushing so hard for it that the fronts of the grid usually crash out, and then the back guys have time to come through. But so far, what I've seen about with the previous races or the previous testers we had, these guys seem to drive with respect. They give each other gaps and so on.
They do. I mean, they get their elbows out. There's no doubt about it. But they do it respectfully.
But they do it safely.
Yeah. And that's what makes it so interesting. You know, they're not purposefully trying to take each other off track.
Yep.
And that makes for good viewing for the viewers as well.
Some of the leagues, you watch them, you can see the guys deliberately taking each other out.
Yeah, very
They'll
scary.
just kind of nudge you to, break your front wing, stuff like that, just to take you out. It's just that little bit. But so far, what I've seen, these guys drive, and yes, they have their little fights and so on, but they keep it clean.
They do. I was having a look at Revolution there. I thought he was going to put in a lap. He actually dived back into the pits. He didn't finish that lap off. But I'm back onto the Merc right now with Martin. He's at a 128.4, extremely tight to the top 1 and 2 position. I'd like to see if he's going to better his time here.
If you look at it, 1 to 5, all in the 128s.
They are so tight. I mean, it's a low 129 there for Black 2. We know he's got some more pace in him, so Cooper as well. He's got a big runner. It's a good little grip.
Kazi's quick. He shouldn't be at the 130. He should be at a 128.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, if I remember correctly from last week, I don't know Reebok's how good a driver he is. I haven't seen him driving, but Kazi should be up there. So just give him some time. And then, of course, at the moment, dead last, Osman, which is an extremely consistent driver.
And a quick driver too.
Gets top. Yep.
Here comes Martin now to the last turn. You want to try and get this as tight as possible. Get on throttle as early as you can without wheel spin. But you get to this DRS zone, just open that wing, and he dives in. He's not happy with his lap. There's Chooks is busy with the outlap. Marcus is having another go as well. But what I want to do is, if we can jump onto Osman, I think he's busy with a hot lap at the moment. No, he's not. Oh, yes, he is. He's on 28 seconds, sector 1. Let's see if he can better that time.
Just for interest sake, I don't see the chat bar on the online stream.
There's no chat bar?
No chat bar on the side.
Not sure. I'm trying to see if I can pick anything up on my side. I'm not see everything showing that it's things correctly. There might be a chance that I'll have to restart this for the race, but I don't want to do that because it messes up the link for the people.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eye on it though, Confucius, and see if anything comes up there.
Yeah, because it's always nice to have the viewers. There's quite a big discussion like last week. Huge discussion going on the side.
Yeah, it's great to have them chatting with us as well. You see, there's definitely something throwing us out of sync here because it still wants me to alt-tab to get back to the game, which it never did in the past. So, once again, teething things, isn't it? Before these main things start.
Yep, that's why we have testing sessions. And there's Osman putting on a time of 129.6. 1.5 seconds behind Marcus.
I'm on Chooks at the moment. He's busy with a hot lap as well. He's trying to catch his teammate there. They're only like 2 tenths apart from one another, 1.5 tenths. So this is going to be good to see if he betters that time. I actually want to see what his delta is of the split. If pick one up. You'll be able to pick a delta up soon. There it is. Yes, he's 4 tenths down on his time after sector 2. Flying.
One wheeling Revox seems to be also on the softs.
Marcus is right behind him, so we can check what Marcus is doing after Fuchs goes over the line. This is great television. Right away, is he going to take the time? He does not. I don't think he had a really good last sector there. Marcus dives back into the pits. Wow. That's very interesting. He had such a good sector 2. He was 4 tenths up after sector 2, so he lost a lot of time in that last sector.
Probably the setup more set up for speed than those corners.
Yeah. I love that about... Oh, there was almost a death trap. Somebody came straight out of the pits there, right in front of Revolution. He had to dodge out of the way for him. That was scary.
Yeah, some of the guys, you know, it happens.
Wow, there he's back there. I don't know who it was. One of those two cars. But he got a heck of a fright on that, so there's no doubt about it. Wow. Chooks still going. He's still having another run. The concern I've got with Chooks is having this run. He's on 33% DRS. So on a hot lap, that could hurt you. We'll see if he's delta now anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, we won't. The delta's gone. I don't think he's close to his time. Yeah, 14 seconds up. There's no way he's going for it at the moment. So we've got some people on outlaps. Osman, Cooper, Blade. I think we have to have a look at Cooper here. Let's have a see what does he do. A little bit of Grand Prix mode for everybody. I'd love this too.
Yeah, it's usually, especially when there's a close chase. The upper the camera view is better because then you can see the cars, both the cars at the same time.
Just do me a favor there, Confucius. Just have a double check on your side on that live stream. So my mom, Vanda, thank you for always joining us. Our consistent listener, says we have a chat bar, many messages already.
That's weird. It's not showing on mine. Let me refresh that. Give me a sec.
On the outlap, Brian, he's having a go at this too. 2 minutes for them to cross that line, 2.5 minutes. They need to cross that line so that they can still like the last little lap count. He's pulling out. He's pulled off. I don't think he's happy with his start. We can jump over to Brian and see if he does anything there. I hope I got those smiley faces in there already again. That'll be pretty cool.
The little blue messages.
My blue and red messages.
I'm just reloading everything.
Just the viewers now, look at those speeds these guys are doing. You're coming up to that back straight now. 328, 330 kilometers an hour in a car. That's crazy fast.
Yep.
Never mind the amount of G-forces that these cars give these guys. Not our guys, but the real ones.
Yeah.
There you have it, Brian. We were watching him. He brought it into the 127s, 127.6 to be exact. 5 tenths quicker. That's a great lap there by Brian in the Williams. Well done, Brian. Keep that up, mate. That's what we want to see. Let's have a quick look, see if I can jump over here to... There's Marcus. Marcus wants to have a hard lap too. We know he can get into the 127s. See if he's going to get that right. There's a purple sector already, so definitely pushing. It's a purple sector too.
Okay, so let's see. managed to fix that jet thing. We'll just put it on overlay. So it looks like our usuals are here.
Hello, usuals.
Well, there's Blake Bryan's saying hi, is it? We've got Christine, always watching. We've got Mr. Straw, some of the races. And of course, we've got your Mandy Pants with all the little blue men. Many of
Wonderful
them.
to have her around. Martin just jumped into P2 with his lap, breaking the 128 as well. Great lap there by Martin. I'm close. Keep him eye on Brett. He's trying to close off a good lap too. I'm going to see where is he on the grid. He's just coming in. He's busy with sector 2 at the moment. So it'd be nice to see what his delta is. Hey Mandy, thanks for joining us. It's always good to have you on board. And once again, also thanks to our sponsors, Suzuki, CMH Group, and Mitsubishi Belito. They are cool as always being a part of this with us, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they can't wait for this thing to start properly.
That's of course the sponsors like that lets guys like us race and commentate. Without that, we can't do it.
Absolutely.
That's brilliant from their side. I see Black and Kazi seems to be out at the moment.
I don't know if they had a crash or not. I don't see what happened.
Crash, or maybe they're just happy. But Blade with a brilliant time.
Very good lap there by Blady. I think he secured himself a P1. Brett just finished himself off a lap there, 128.333. So he keeps himself in P5, just behind two McLarens, Chooks and Marcus. Putting in a decent lap. He's just got to contend with that AlphaTauri Big Rhino that's between him and his partner, Black. So, wow, it's going to open up doors in the race, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course. And I see two drivers already in under 128. Both Martin, of course, we expect that. And yeah, the Blade.
Yeah, it's a great lap.
Marcus.
Oh, look
Marcus
at Chooks.
not far behind. And then now it's Chooks that comes up with a 127 as well.
Had a banger of a lap out there, the Chooks. I think Marcus has pulled out. If he has, Martin's not doing a lap. He's finished.
Marcus is a 128 flat, so it's a good time.
He's just finished a lap there. Yeah, he's done a 128, just missing the 127.9s there, but very good. Once again, look at those times between those guys.
Good times.
Top 5
Very
is
close.
tight.
Yep. And then it spreads out a bit. We've got three 127s, three 128s, four 129s. And Kazi seems like he might have crashed out, because that's not like Kazi to have be that far off.
No, I think he might have had a bit of a slip up somewhere and probably just took himself out of qualies. But not a bad place to start on this track.
Yeah.
You can start at the back and make your way up all the way to the front.
Look at was it Marcus last? Was it Marcus who did it last week that kept on coming back from the back line?
Yeah, absolutely. It was Marcus, and Brett did one as well, last to first, about a week and a half ago, a week ago.
That's nothing.
Totally doable. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's jump over. There's your grid for tonight. It's going to be Blade, Chooks, Martin, P1, 2, and 3, followed by Marcus, Brett, Big Rhino, Black Revolution, Osman, Cooper, Doctor Who, and bringing up the rear tonight will be Kazi in 12th position. Nice full grid here, like we said, 12 drivers, and we're expecting to have 20 on the first night of the actual launch, so it's going to be good.
Yeah. And Mandy, of course, cheering for Brian.
Oh, here we go. You look after Brian there, Mandy. Extra smiley faces for him, please. Just hang 10 there, my brother. I've just gone into a driver's interview starting soon screen, and for some reason it doesn't like you because it doesn't have a voice on for you. And it will in just a second, because I know kind of what I'm doing here. So let's throw this in. It's not going to work. I'm going to make this work. Done. And let me transition it. And I believe I've got your voice back.
Awesome.
There we are. Ladies and gentlemen,
sorry, people, I'm back.
He's back. He's back. Nice to have Confucius back. Without him, I am nothing. So there we go. Confucius, yeah, nice little quali there. Nice to see these guys pushing a bit on this type of track, you know, and I'm quite keen to see what they're going to do in the real race. I'd like to pull in our winner tonight, Brian. Wow, he's done something special there, put himself into P1. And with that being said, I need to get his name pulled in so you can let the guys know what's going on for the race a little bit, or about the track, or anything you want on F1 while I do this.
Yeah, no problem. So, for those usuals, let's call you guys the usuals. There's the usual Mandy. It's not like it's your first time. And we've got Clinton's original boss also watching. Come on, ladies. Give us a 1, 2, and 3. Who do you think? I know Mandy's calling for Brian on number 1. But this is a bit of a technical track.
It is. It's a
What do
very
you
very technical track, very fast
Yeah.
technical track. I've got Brian with us in the chat at the moment for his little interview, and let me just unmute the lad here. And Brian, welcome, brother. Welcome to the actual P1 qualifier position driver interview. What a lap, dude! That was a really serious lap, pulling it out the bag at the end there.
How's it, guys? Good evening. Yeah, I nearly killed the car in the last sector. This track, it's so easy to kill the car.
It seems like a nice technical track because of all that nice straights.
It seems that way. As soon as the tires go off, it's a whole different story around this track.
So is it quite a hard track on the tires?
At ease with the high-speed bends, and then you start where you wouldn't even lose a little bit of traction. You come out sideways.
Yeah, and I know there wasn't a lot of it going on because there was just qualies. Passing, how's passing going to happen?
Mainly, I think turn 1, and then if you got a much better run through that fast, you came before the end of sector 1 into that left hairpin, that'll be most of the overtaking spots. And then the second DRS straight into the last turn.
Yeah, because it seems like quite a narrow track. It's very technical.
Yeah, one mistake, your race is over.
Yeah, one
Take a
mistake.
wheel off.
Because some of those barriers are quite close to the track.
Oh, very close.
No leeway for any mistake.
Not tonight.
Brian, what's your take on tire decks here? Do you think it's going to be a tricky one to see how the guys pit and what strategies they're going to use?
Yeah, I am quite curious to see because I have no idea what I'm doing so far.
Well, that's a good way to go into
always
it.
horrible when the second stint comes to you. So it's, do you go fast early or do you go fast later on in the race?
Yeah, and there's so many variants that can happen. I mean, safety cars are bound to come out at Jeddah. We know that because the walls are so close. So you've got a safety car thing. It can mess up your strats. It can gain something for you. It could lose something for you. So it's a tough call.
Yeah, whoever's got the best strategy tonight and track position will stay. We'll have like a good shot at winning the whole thing because you can control the pace from the front. Yeah, Jeddah.
Yeah.
And track temperature?
I'm actually not sure. I haven't looked yet. I haven't done any strategy yet.
And you say that, and while everybody's getting their strats ready, trying to pip you, we're keeping you in a vocal booth and not giving you time to set up. How bad are we?
One last question. Average time pit entrance to exit.
A slow entry, only 60 k's an hour.
No, I mean time. How many seconds? Average.
What, in the pit stop?
Yeah, pit stop as you enter to exit.
About 18, 19, I would say. Because of the slow entry speed and exit speed, it was up turn 1.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very long pit stop. I think you're right. I
Yes.
think you're anywhere between 18 and 22 seconds only, because it's a very short entry, short exit.
Yeah, very easy to throw the car into the wall on those cold tires as you come out the pits also.
Brian,
Of course, you need
remember
to
one
warm them
thing.
up.
Keep your wheels within the white lines after pit exit. That thing loves giving people penalties. Just watch out for that one.
Oh, I will try. I do not have a good track record here.
My brother, but have a great race. I mean, that's a stunning lap that you banked in there. That was a beautiful
That was
P1.
brilliant.
And good luck for the race. I hope everything works out for you.
And Mandy is cheering for you.
Yeah, I'm loving the commentary you guys are doing over there.
Thank you, brother. You have a safe. Don't have a safe drive. Just have a hard drive, a fast hard drive, and good luck to you.
Good race.
Oh, we're going to full send it and see how it goes, just depending on the strategy.
All right, brother. Good luck. Cheers, man.
Cool, man. Thanks,
Cheers,
man.
guys.
Well, there we go. That was Brian, and nice to have him here, and a bit of a viewpoint from a new driver as well on P1 for a change. It's good to hear from everyone like that.
Yep. And of course, Kazi also following the chat.
We like
Kazi
that.
saying, hello, ladies.
Tell you what I'm going to do. You will see it. I'm going to just do a little talk through quickly here on
Yeah.
I hope I've got it. I should have something. Let me see if I can do this. This is going to be good. I just want to give the viewers a little bit of a perspective. I think you're going to see it delayed, unfortunately, on your side there,
No?
Confucius. But I'm just going to chat the people through this. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jeddah this evening. And we have got our P1 qualifier, Brian. And yes, it is a hot, dry track, as it always is going to be here at Jeddah. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be in for a hot race. If I look at the top 5 drivers, you can see 3 sectors, 6.1 kilometers is the total track, with 72% full throttle around this track, 3 DRS zones, top speeds of around 334 kilometers an hour, 27 turns. This thing is fast. Guys, this is a quick, fast, hard track to drive, and we can't wait for these chaps to pull out there. You can see the tire selection, soft, mediums, and hards, C4, C3, C2 this evening. So I'm pretty sure these guys are going to have to make the right decision to get those tires to work for them on these type of track conditions as well. Can't wait for this thing to start. Stick around with us. This is going to be a goodie. We are going to be back very soon. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our live stream. They are officially kicking off with the formation lap. And now it's time to get into the real business. What's happened? 2 drivers already waiting at the start-finish line? They must have hit each other somewhere.
3. Brett included. 3 DSQs, so they're going to start in the back.
So what we can do, check it this, you get onto that grid. If I jump straight over to one of the drivers now that's sitting there, you should... Oh, that won't let me. Because they're not driving.
They're grayed out because they're DSQs.
So we have to wait for the race to start before we can see them, everybody.
Yep, so they will be starting from the grid, from the pit lane.
No, this game unfortunately doesn't do that. They should, though, but it doesn't. So they start from there, but they don't get to warm up their tires. So they get a launch with cold
gives them a
tires.
disadvantage that first into the second lap.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be a downer for them.
Yep. Let's see. It seems like a lot of guys are going for the. Oh no, there's just one at the front. Going for the soft tires with quick tire degradation. Weird.
Little gap there from them. I'm going to quickly run through the tires for everybody. There you can see it at the moment. Blade starting on soft. He's wanting to open up that gap early. Maybe a good choice. We'll have to see if that's going to work out for him. Chooks on mediums. Hards for Martin. He wants to go long. Marcus and Brewitt both on mediums. Big Rhino on softs. Revolution is on a medium. Osman on softs, and the rest of the field down to P12, all on mediums. Those guys on softs are going to put a lot of pressure on the lads in the first 5-10 laps.
Well, it seems like Martin's going for that long stretch in the beginning, and just to get in the race, keep it safe, and then might have a sprint again on the last 10-15 laps.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. There you see your guys parked, waiting to launch, but they've got cold tires.
Ouch. That's bad for especially on the start. Loose tires. Going into that first corner could cause some problems because you see a quick chicane there coming up.
Oh, it's a tough turn 1. Everybody bunches up on turn 1. It's really tricky.
Yep.
Waiting for them to all line
and
up now.
And especially because it's a 90-degree left with a 45 back. Osman disqualified.
Yeah, it's a parking error.
Ah.
Lights are out, and away we are, guys. Come on, leave us. There we are. Lights out, away we are at Jeddah. I was a bit stupid. I shot the gun. Somebody's just still parked on the grid there. Might not have started the engine correctly. That's unfortunate. Is that Kazi at the back? I'm not sure what's happened at the back or who it is.
Let's see. Let's see.
You can see
That
how tight
was
those
yeah.
wheels
That
are.
was Kazi.
There's
Way
all your
back.
shifts happening at the moment now. Big things happening with a bunch of cars.
Mm-hmm.
Immediate
Already
safety
some
car.
penalties coming up. Cooper is the king of penalties, and Brut with both with penalties.
Is that a big safety car? It's a
5
virtual.
second, 5 second Brut, 5 second Rhino. Collision. So there was a collision caused the safety car, but only a virtual safety car.
The virtual safety car. I see Blackstar dropping positions as well. He's gone down to P9. I don't know if he had something to do with it or was involved with it, but he's definitely lost some positions.
I don't see any damage on his car. Maybe he just involved in it.
Here's your Williams. They're back up to racing pace. They're gone again. And they are pulling in the pack. 7-second gap at the moment between P3 and 4. So these top 3 runners are going to want to have each other.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, just when you get a chance, so you just share your game screen, please. The one I'm seeing is the stream screen.
You're seeing the stream screen?
Yeah, it says adding cables.
The doctor says, sorry, Brett, I was looking elsewhere. My bad. So there's something that must have happened there.
Yep.
Let me share the screen again. I'm going to do the F1 screen for you. Is that going to help you a lot?
Yep, that's the one. That's the one.
There we go. That should be better.
Ah, that's I can see.
Wonderful.
Okay, so let's see where are the things happening. Marcus seems to be a little bit of desync because if you look at Marcus's time.
Yeah, that's a total desync on the actual things. You look P1, 2, 3 are so tight to one another. There's yellow
For those
flag
two
out
front
again.
runners.
Big safety cars just happened. Somebody's crashed out. I think there is a major desync happening somewhere. Because these guys are...
Doctor Who out of the race.
Doctor Who might have had a crash there.
Well, like Brian said, this is those fast speeds into sharp corners. It's technical. You misjudge by one little split second, you're out of the race.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to quickly see if I can jump over to Brett. We might still see Doc's car somewhere on track. If we do... Oh, he's just passed him, so that car's already removed.
He's already removed.
But there's Doctor Who, unfortunately not making the end of the race tonight. And,
That's unfortunate. He's a good driver.
He's a great driver. And, yeah, but I'll tell you what, here we go. We bring the whole pack back together like a concertina, and we're going to restart this at lap 3, basically.
Yep.
I think lap 4, maybe. But
Of
who's
course, Martin that was way up there is now in 7th place.
He's in 7th position. I'm just wondering, do you think people are going to dive in for tyre changes now? I don't think you should. It's very early.
Yeah, it's a second lap. It might be some of the soft guys, but I doubt it. If there's no damage, I don't think they'll really go in yet.
No.
Let's see. Stops. 3 stops. Brut, Revox, and Big Rhino has already gone in for stops. So they were probably involved in a little bumper bash there.
Guys, there you get to see the beautiful safety car in front of the Williams at the moment. So they have to keep pace with the safety car. And the rule that is that they have to keep within 10 car lengths of the car in front of you as well. Doesn't always happen. The guys have to do a catch-up, but they give you 30 seconds to catch up to the car again. So that's always very easily maintained. But wow.
And Brut
nice
going
view.
into a stop again. Black in, Cooper in.
Okay,
5 guys
that's-
that went in for their stops.
That's interesting. You know what I'd like to
Oh,
do?
penalties.
Yep.
The guys are using this for that 5-second penalty thing. When they get the 3-second or 5-second penalties, you can serve it in the pits. So they're using this for that.
Clever move. And I see they put
Yep.
on hards there. Well, Cooper has at least. He's put himself onto a set of hards. So taking their penalty off and now going for a long stint.
Brits on hards, Coops on hards, and Blacks on hards now. Martin's still on his hards, but there's still Brian and Osman on the softs.
Still on softs. I think that's why we say it's a clever move by Martin, because he didn't have to dive into the pits. He can go very deep with these with these hard tires. He could possibly pull off a one-stopper if he gets this right, and
Yeah,
bang out
of
a
course.
nice end little stint of softs there.
Yeah. How long do you think the safety car is still going to be out?
I think this will be the last lap, because now everybody's done their pit stops as well, so they have to get to the pack stall. So the safety car should do one more lap and then come in. So many times I've seen it when the guys are driving behind each other on safety car and they break their wings because they don't brake early enough.
Yeah.
Worst time to
Yes,
ever do
that
it.
little damage, breaking off that little tip. People think it's not much. The rest of the wings there, it makes a huge difference.
That's a massive turning difference, downforce difference, speed
Yep.
difference. Just affects everything.
Mm-hmm.
These two McLarens are right up at Williams, isn't it? They want to make sure that they stay close. They want to get a good go on this.
But it seems to be this is going to be maybe Brian's race.
Yeah, he's all to
He
play
seems
for
to
right
be-
now.
Yeah, he seems to have the right setup. Because of course, just so those that, if there's new viewers, all the cars start out. It's not like in real life. You can set it like that, but these cars are all equal performance. All they can do is fine tune, like the tire pressures and all that. But the actual cars are the same. It's not like in real life where you get your Red Bulls that have more power and some have more grip and so on. These start out just to equal the thing. These start out the same.
Correct. All equal performance, so they all got the same chance at winning a race.
Yes. So then it comes up to technical, how you tune your car for you. And of course, two drivers can't handle the same tuning. Because even if you download the from one of the top drivers in the world, you can, for you it'll grip, and for another guy it's going to be all over the place, and then vice versa. It all comes down to driving style with your setup.
Oh, some of those cars really do look good though, with those liveries. Look so
They
real.
do. Graphics are very well done.
Well, here we go. We're getting into sector 3 now. I'm pretty sure that the safety car is going to.
Yep.
There we go. Should slow them
Safety
down.
car in this lap.
The P1 has to slow the pack down now and hold pace until the safety car crosses the start. Well, gets to the pits, and then it's his race to start. Whenever he wants to go, he can go. If I'm going to stay on the tail, we'll be able to hear when he launches. Tough track to launch early. You don't want to do it too early. It's such a long straight. They get so much slipstream. He's gone. He's done it. He's left.
Yep. But now those guys that had a disadvantage in the start with cold tires, that's now caught up. Hot tires.
Beautiful start there by the lady. He's done really good. Well done, Brian.
Clean for those first corners.
Not a lag again. I think there's definitely a sync issue with EA. It tells me that too when we see those deltas. It was so bad at the beginning of the race.
I know some of the guys were moaning about the logins and everything earlier on EA.
Hopefully we can get that resolved before the league actually starts. Wide goes Chooks over there, missing that turn. But I think you'll probably just get a warning for that. But his buddy Marcus is right up his tailgate right now, wanting to pass him. You can see there what we're talking about, the leaderboards. There's just so much spiking at the moment.
The guy seems to be keeping it close for now. All those nice warm tires. Gaps not really stretching a lot for now. But Brian he's staying ahead. He's slowly opening a gap to Chooks. But Mark is right there behind Chooks.
Getting a lot of time with that slipstream. It's good strat that to hit that slipstream. He got himself a purple sector 2 there. So they want to stay within 1 second of the car in front of them. Then they get the benefit of that DRS. And what that does effectively is it opens up the rear wing for the that don't know. and it lets the car go about, they say on average 16 to 20 kilometers an hour faster than the car with the wing closed, so they get a better overtaking chance.
Yeah, but if you can, the fight at the moment seems to be two of them, Osman and Martin. Martin right on Osman and taking it from Osman. And there's one in the back. Oh, let's get to open now. There was a close one on the back.
There's Chooks and Brian. Brian went very wide there. Chooks took the gap on the inside line. And Marcus is trying to cut on the inside as well. He's cutting him off on the inside, taking back P2. There goes your two McLarens, P1 and 2. I don't know what happened to Brian there. I think he might have just gone a little bit wide on the one turn.
Yeah, of course, just going to the chat. Shoal.
Marcus,
Griever.
massive spin by Marcus. So sorry.
Oh, Marcus, sorry. No, that's good. That's, but we know Marcus. He likes a fight. He'll fight his way back to the front.
Martin's just gaining positions. He passed Brian as well, and he's put himself into
Chooks,
P2.
yeah. Yep. Oh, seems to be some damage on
I think Brian's got damage.
Brian's car.
Oh, even more damage.
There's some
There's
wing
no
damage.
front wing. His front wing's
Yep.
totally off. Race control,
Huge difference.
severe crash, they say.
Right, Brian. Yep, 5 seconds. We've got your Griever saying, hi guys, good luck. He couldn't race. He's unfortunately working. And a new viewer, Anel, saying hi.
Hey, and now what's up? Good to have you on our stream. Put us at a good time because we're actually having a look at a couple of these guys going to pit for new wings. So we get a bit of a breather break too.
Yep. Was her on a gaming name, Iraqi.
Hey, Rocky. I see they're under full safety car again. Safety cars come out. There's too much debris
that was
I think, on the track.
That was a big one there. So, well, that gives Brian a little bit of time for that wing because he's just dropping.
Amazing though, Confucius. You see how this whole race can change within one lap.
Yep.
Something goes wrong and bang, it's just changed everybody around. And Martin's benefited the most. He's still on those hards and he doesn't have to go to pits yet. And he's actually saving tyre wear because he's now driving those tyres slower for the next 4 laps.
Another good change for the race right now. Don't think it's a good time to put in the sponsors?
It's a great time to put in the sponsors. We've got the time for that. I mean, let me just hook the screen up and that's what a well-called thing, Confucius. Well spotted. All right, guys. We're going to be back with you guys in just a little mojo. A word from our sponsors.
seeing that you do it yourself, it's easy.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still under formation lap 8 of 25. And, yeah, this is still interesting. They've just bunched the whole pack up again. Everyone's got new tires, new wings.
Yep.
And, wow, now you must remember, Brian, sitting in P10, it is our P1 qualifier. We know he's quick, so we know he's going to try and take places early.
But interesting, everybody's on the hards now, except for Rhino, Revox, Kazi, and Chooks on mediums. The rest all on the hard tires.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and a compliment for you. Mandy says the sponsor vid is really cool. Done super well.
Well, thank you, Mandy. You know, we try. We try. It's because we get smiley faces that it tends to make us work harder.
Of course.
But thank you. We do appreciate that type of feedback.
Yeah. It's always good to have have people say what they think. And there we go.
These guys
Okay.
are getting ready. Look at that. They just hit each other again on the start.
Ooh,
Oh, my goodness.
little bump there.
Who was that? Who's gone down? Kazi's gone down. Oh, that was a tough start. Marcus gaining a position. Kazi losing ground. Now he's lost his wings. And Osman taking him as well. And all the way to the back of the grid. What's happening there between Kazi and them? They're still going each other with no wings. They are driving hard, everybody. There you can see the control's just gone. You can't stay on track. It's so difficult. But Black at the moment, he's fighting up there in P2. Don't know what happened to Martin. He lost a lot of ground. And we got Black at the moment trying to take Chooks. You need to wait 2 laps at least. Well, at least 2 laps that they have to wait before the DRS is activated again for them to open the wings.
Passing Marcus.
Marcus losing ground too. If he's also just lost a wing there, I'm not sure. I don't want to really jump over.
I don't see any damage on his car.
No damage.
Could be wrong. Cooper looks like he's missing a
Martin.
wing.
Now Martin's having a great old fight here. He wants to have that position back with Black.
But Martin's right up. But look at 3, 4, and 5 that close together.
Marcus out.
A lot of shuffling. Oh.
Marcus crashed. Safety car out.
Hey.
Oh, here we go. You guys really like that video of mine, don't you? You want me to keep doing it? A lot of safety cars tonight.
And Mandy's sending you a whole lot of blue faces.
Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. I'll put one of them in the video, or, just hide it in there. Nobody will even know. I'll tell you where to look for it. You'll see it.
Have one of those little competitions. Spot the little blue face.
Yeah, spot the blue face, win a prize, eh? Oh, they're all diving back.
A lot of guys going into it now. Martin, there's a whole lot of guys going into the pits. Switching the tires to the mediums this time.
I think they can go to the end with mediums if they run it well. But I mean, depending on safety
It's
cars.
possible.
Yes,
It's possible, but this track, like Brian said, does chow tires a bit, so
it does.
it's going to be a bit of a push. There, everybody but Cooper and Osman is on the mediums. Big Rhino on the hards. Big Rhino switched to the hards. The rest switched back to the mediums.
Yeah.
So it's only Cooper, Osman, and Big Rhino on the hards. The rest all on the mediums.
Wow, I think there's going to be a lot of reviews on this race with the drivers afterwards. Want to know why they did a certain turn or move or whatever, so they can understand how they drive on the next time, because that's also why they do these things, is understand driving styles of other drivers. But yeah, this is it. This is Jeddah, guys. Jeddah is like a fast Monaco. It's really tough. The walls are close. They come up to you very quickly, and your reaction time is so little at this track.
Not a forgiving track, yes.
Not at all.
Four drivers on the hards. I see Kazi also switched to the hards.
Right there, they're busy sandwiching that Merc in, the 2 Red Bulls are. So going to be interesting to see if they want to squeeze him or not. But that's going to be a good little restart right there. Shout out again to Nati, our sponsor, all the way from Zuki, CMH Group, and Mitsubishi Bolito. Thank you so much for being a part of this with us. It's great to have you guys on board. Nice to have our viewers again, and our consistent viewers. Thank you for joining us again on this live Fusion Racing League stream. Love having you guys.
Yeah. it's always good because we're just human. We might miss something or so on, but it's good to have an open chat about the race. That's why like with us, we have a nice big chat while the race is going, like conversation. And now these guys on the text joining in on that chat.
It's great. And hopefully sharing a bit of the knowledge that we know about F1 in general and the game.
Who was it last time that gave us what are the rules?
Yes.
We weren't sure about the tires, the tire temperature. We weren't sure about that, and somebody typed it on screen there for us to help us.
Yeah, great.
Always welcome.
I'll tell you what we should do one time, Confucius, is we get one of our lucky listeners to come and sit in the Discord channel with us on a race, and they can come be a part of the commentary. As long as they don't swear, then we just mute them, but you get the idea.
Yeah. We can have, you see, there's going to be a problem with Mandy, because how can she could do the blue faces then?
No, that's the tough one. You can't talk. And she's a female.
You can't have Mandy.
They can multitask, brother, like nobody's business. I think she can do faces and talk.
Or your mom.
We could get my mom on. She'll just never say anything, but she'll be here.
She's very talkative on the group.
Thank you, Vanda. Nice having you, Mama. I see somebody dived into the pits there, Confucius, on that last lap. I don't know if it's going to cause them to do another lap. There was a problem with the game in 2022. That if the person was, let's say they were doing lap 3 of the safety car and somebody dives into the pits, it would add a lap on. And people would constantly do that to waste the time of the race. It was pathetic. Yeah. But I think they fixed that up.
Well, if you look at the stops, for instance, there's mostly one stops, but Black has got a 2, Brian's got a 2, Rhino's got a 2, Cooper's got a 2, and it's got 3. Whole little bumper bashes going on. Fender benders.
Extra little stops there. I just want to have a quick
There's another one. So another safety car. Nope, the safety car's gone.
Safety car's gone. He's leaving them.
Yeah. Well, he's like given up. Petrol's gone. Too many safety cars.
Oh my goodness, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But we're back.
Okay, so
let's see this guy's launch now.
Close together.
He's pulled the launch off already. He has.
Yep.
What is Tukes on mediums?
Yep, Tukes and Revox both on the mediums. Osborne on the hards. Then Black, Martin, Bruit, and Blade on the mediums, and Big Rhino, Cuzzy, and Cooper on the hards.
Got himself a really good little launch there, the Tukes, but he's been reeled in by Revolution quite quickly too. I'm just concerned about these deltas because they're still not right. I can see the syncing is incorrect. It's showing us, well, then again, that is the time from the leader, and I think that's what's been messing me around on screen. So I like to see what the delta is between the drivers. Let me see if I can.
I've got mine set to interval.
There we are. There you go. Much better. Now everyone can see the gap between
Martin
the
and Black having a little fight.
Great little fight they're having there. Martin keeping on the inside.
Side by side around the corner.
Left him the room there, he did so. This is where I think it's really tricky.
He's right there, staying right next to him.
Great driving there, lads. Really good.
And Osborne and Martin taking the front. Keeping it Black, staying right there.
What a wonderful camera shot that is. See that drone just following those F1 cars there. It looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And look at those. The rest of the teams pretty spread out, but Black and Bruit together again. Also swapping positions between the two of them. So they are in their own chat room. So it's probably part of their strategy.
Yeah.
Yep.
See the Merc.
Good.
There we go.
Martin coming up on Osborne. See if he can pass. He's almost beside him. No, just can't.
Those two Red Bulls are still going at each other. They're changing positions all the time. I don't think there are team orders. They keep changing like that.
No, I don't think there's team orders. I think it's just, talking and... one cutting corner there.
He hit the inside of the wall there, unfortunately, I think, on the left, and then it just and threw him to the other side. Osman
And
having a
Martin
great ride.
still fighting for Osman. But Osman chasing down Revox.
Try to take the inside line there, and
Brood taking Martin. Brood taking Osman, a double pass.
He's having a flyer.
Yep. He just that's what I say. His corners. He loves those corners. And Revox taking it back. Brood in 3.
Wow, these guys are so tight on the top 5 there. It's crazy. Top 6 actually. 7.
That's an interesting race. Like I said last time.
Oh, loads
These
of changes coming up
runaways not good. Osman having a problem.
there. He crashed. We didn't get to see it on the screen.
Oh,
unfortunately.
2 cars. One of the Red Bulls as well. Black.
And
Black
Revolution,
and
while that's
Osman
happened,
going way back.
Brit and Revolution had a go at each other as well that we just missed there, but we saw trying to get to that accident. But Bertie now all been slowed down under safety car again, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, this is the 4th one of the night. We are getting there. Wow. Look, this is, like I said, this is Jeddah. Even in the real F1 races, there's at least 3 safety cars. Excuse me.
Mandy's saying, yeah, Brian got bumped a couple of times in that first corner.
Also, yeah, it's so tough, this track. And people try and leave room, but those corners come up to you so quickly.
Oh, Mandy confirmed. She can multitask. She can talk and type.
I told you, I know these things. You know, as a commentator, I've got to know these extra little things, you know, off of track. So thanks, Mandy, for your clearing it up for the rest of the listeners there. Because they wouldn't believe me, but they know now. The truth is out.
Okay, so at least so far, only 2 cars out. All these safety cars.
Tell you what I'm going to do now. We've got a little gap again. I'm going to just run through that nice, beautiful driver video I made as well. People can see who the drivers are for the league. And yeah, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, there's safety car. Let's do it.
Welcome to Fusion Racing League 2024, your official driver introduction. Alfa Romeo, Colin Edwards, 8, Doctor Who, 66. Tom Kamikaze, 6, Robin van Vichen, 48, AlphaTauri. Alpine, Brandon Azure, 87, Humid, 5. Aston Martin, Osman, 35, Cooper, 30. Tian Morkel, 9, Johan Klaassen, 81, Ferrari. Joshua Knott, 92. Keaton Goosebro, 21. Haas. McLaren. Marcus, 88. France, 31. Mercedes. Martin De Bruyn, 85. Will Vortex, 0. Red Bull. Dietrich Stroll, 15. Johan Roth, 52. Williams, Andre, 46, Brian, 25. Welcome to Fusion Racing League.
Glad I could assist. Damn, the song goes hard. Feel like I need to a dancing emoji.
You must do dancing emoji. Like I was just saying to, I'm not trying to scratch my own head here, but I was telling Confucius, I write my own music for all these videos as well, so we can use them on live streams, so it's royalty free. So all that stuff is always composed by me to make it easier for us. So yeah, if you want some nice dance tracks, let me know. I love making them.
Yeah, it's original. It's a full original. So there you go.
These chaps are really, they're trying to catch the safety car now because a bunch of them went back into the pits again, which is the right thing to do. I mean, you can see they've all gone and put on some softs now. Most of them, didn't they?
And Christine agreeing with Mandy. They need a wiggle emoji.
A wiggle emoji.
Yeah, you see, there's three that now jumped to the softs, and Osman opting to stay on his hard tires with 7 laps on already.
Look at that. That's a very interesting setup of tires with these guys.
Let's see. I think these back guys, especially Revox. He was right up there, top 3.
Look at that brilliant
Revox
move
has
again by
probably gone
Brian.
to the softs to move it back up to number 1.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's trying to, really belt it at the end
Final
here.
sprint.
But I think at somewhere like Jeddah, track position's crucial because it's tough to overtake here. So Brian has just pulled off a clever move there, as well as Brett, keeping track position, but they still got the mediums. That will easily go to the end. So that was clever moves by these two guys.
Well,
I don't want to write off Osman. He's on hard as well.
Revox, Chooks, and Cooper, 0 laps on their tires. Probably early on in the safety car. Kazi, Big Rhino, and Martin, 1 lap each on their tires. We've got Black 3 laps on his mediums. Osman 7 laps on his hards. Blade 5 laps on mediums, and Bruit in number 1, 6 lap on mediums.
Oh,
It's going to be a hard push to finish in those.
Bruce, too much acceleration on turn 1. He hit the wall and he just sends it. He's gone. I don't know if he's got a wing from him, but he's gone. That was very curious. And he's made a massive gap on Brian because of it.
Oh, I see the nice wing
caution.
damage on the front. Checks out the left side of his left upright on his front wing. See how that will affect his driving.
Big Rhino
That's
losing
very
places
unfortunate.
here.
Right after a safety, and in the last 10 laps of the race.
It makes it really tough to come back now.
Yep.
Brian having a go at Brett there.
Brian pushing past.
Taken that position. I'm not sure what's happened there. I don't know if it was told to Brett that he had to keep the position back, or he did probably hurt his wing. He's struggling. Look at that. He's really struggling.
Martin also catching up to him now. Very fast. Yep. No, he's struggling with that wing.
There's the wing. His end plate's gone.
Yep. Osman dropping. Chooks passing him. Some shuffling going on. Osman not letting this go. He's staying right behind Chooks. Red dropping all the way to 3rd.
Another
There's
caution.
a caution in sector 2. Oh, sector 3, sorry.
What's happening here with Osman? He's catching up to Chooks at the moment. Or is he losing time? Losing. He's losing time. I
He's
think he's
losing
hurt his
time.
wing.
Yep. It's all left side as the tip is gone. The girls having a nice chat here. With Mandy saying, yeah, good wiggle one would be great, Christine. And then your mom. I'm still learning. Once I know enough, I will join Clinton with commentating. Maybe ask more questions live. Mandy, hell yeah, Wanda. They can teach you in real time.
Gee whiz. You guys realize that you're going to have my mom on the live chat with me and then she's going to be wiggling with us? That seems kind of odd for me as a son. But you come wiggle away, mother. You come wiggle away.
Cooper, of course, staying with his name for the penalty. Revox back in the pits.
Yeah, Big Rhino's also hurt. Britt's really hurt. He's dropped all the way down.
He's
gone to
dropped
soft.
all the way back. He needs to go in. Did he change that wing? Yes, he did. That's why he's dropped all the way back.
That's on a
Huge
set of
gap on the last 3, but the top drivers are 2 seconds apart average.
Not bad. Martin gaining ground. Martin loves this track. He's actually a really good driver at
does.
this. But once again, we've come to the point of saying Brian is in P1 where he started his qualies. After all the shenanigans we've had with safety cars, looks like he's back into his comfortable zone there.
Yep. Ryan putting up a 131.
That's a great lap. And that's on mediums.
Let's see those times. Yeah, he's on a 131.023. Second in time is Martin, 131.108, and then Chooks with 131.863. Black getting a penalty.
Very interesting that you've said that with their times, and those are your top 3 drivers at the moment as well.
Yes.
So it's clearly coming into play now, coming to the end of this race.
But then it jumps, because then it's Number 6, Bruit, with a 132.555.
Wow.
So it's just not consistent. Osmond, of course, as we saw, he's in 4th place, but his best time is only a 133.144. But he consistently does that.
Yeah.
Where the other guys will make mistakes and bump and all that, he consistently drives close to his time.
Martin's really pushing now to gain that time there on Brian, trying to bring it within a second. If I saw correctly, I think Brian's light was flashing. It tells me he's burning out on ERS. For the listeners and viewers out there, I can show you that on the actual screen.
Yep,
So if
it's flashing.
there you go. If
His
you look
lights are flashing. Yep.
get onto the driver's board, you can see he's got 4% left on his actual ERS. Martin's got 33, and that helps with extra battery boost. That's why he's gaining so much time on him there.
Martin trying, but just not able to take Brian on the straight. But there is a nice area couple of eagles coming up, so it's possible to maybe take an inside line. Some of the corners, there's 1 or 2 of the corners that's nice and wide, but most of those little corners are very tight. You don't pass there.
This is a tough one coming up now. You've got a DRS zone here, but it closes up on you at the end of the sector, and that's not really a good place to take, somebody. You kind of want to bide your time for the next one just before the start-finish line, the last turn. However, if you take somebody there, they get the ERS or the DRS back on you on the start-finish line. So it's a tricky little track when it comes to that. You've got to choose the right one.
The fight's still going on between Martin and Blade. Martin right on the heels of Blade.
And we saw how that happened as well, Confucius, in the real races between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. How they were hammering brakes so that the other person does not get the DRS line before them. So, wow, they all play the things as much as they can to get that positioning. There you go, opening up that flap. Now he's got to make a decision. Do I take him now or do I wait for start-finish line?
Well, it's one sharp corner to go.
There you go.
Then he does have a DRS zone, so if he's close enough, he can...
Ooh. That was not needed. He needed to have a really good exit there.
Just losing it. Still within a second, but those DRS zones on this track is so short. You have to be in under 0.3 seconds to even try it.
Yeah. I think he got a little excited on the throttle there, knowing he could have him on the start-finish straight, but it... a bit of excitement got the better of him. But he's got the whole lap now again to close that gap and try it one more time.
And we're on the last 6 laps of this race. Tyres starting to wear. Brian has done 10 laps on those mediums. And Osman has done 12 laps on his hards.
Yeah.
Both those can finish on those. Everybody that I can see now can finish on the tires they have, even the softs. I mean, the longest on the softs is 3 laps, and that's Revox and Brut.
I've got those penalties up at the moment. You can see there that you got the likes of Black with a 5-second penalty, and then Cooper with a 3-second penalty. Could hurt them at the end.
Black, I think, got it for a pit.
For a pit speeding.
Yeah.
Massive battle going on here with Martin and Brian.
Cooper just got it. Cooper just got his penalty because he's Cooper. They just give him one for free.
Yeah, you can have that. We're not going to charge you for it.
Martin and Blade right.
There goes the
0.2 seconds.
Martin
keeping and Martin passing him on the straight. But this is Blade with 3-second penalty to Revox. This is Blade. He's not going to let this go. He's just waiting for the next DRS zone.
Yeah, he's going to use those DRSs to keep him with Martin and make a move back on him.
He's the top 2 sticking to each other.
Great drive by these lads again, as always. Look at those top 3. I know that they separated by 10 seconds after that, but I mean, it's still good driving by all 3 of these guys to be up there. Nice
Big
field.
Rhino creeping up on Osman.
He is, isn't he?
Slowly. Osman seemed to have made a mistake because suddenly Big Rhino hopped to 0.3 behind him.
Wow.
So I'll just keep an eye on that.
I'm following Rhino at the moment. He's really close to
great.
Osman. See, Blade as well. I just don't want to take my eye off too much of Blade them. They're having a good battle up top there, and as long as he stays within a second, there's going to be something coming here.
I will keep an eye on those two.
That, because they are doing that. They're doing their thing.
That's close. Big Rhino, just that little push to get past. One little mistake from Osman.
Here we go. I'm back onto Brian now, right off the tailgate of Martin. He's going to have the chance now. Does he get a... Yes, he does get a good launch, and Martin had a spin again there. He's going to open up that wing and have P1 back, does Brian. Well done, Brian. Great driving there by you. Unfortunately, Martin with that tail spinning just a little bit too much.
It tends to overpush on the exits. You're just opening the throttle a bit too much.
Oh, he's just lost it. Martin spinning out. He's hit his nose right off there. You can see him. Unlucky there for Martin. Look at that front nose totally gone off.
And Rhino taking Osman on the outside.
Wow. These guys are going each other now. They know it's only, what is it, 3 laps left.
That last push. But we know Osman, he's not going to let this go. Like I said, he's a consistent driver. He's not going to let this go. He's going to chase.
That was good by Brian, though. He kept up the pressure there on Martin. And I think that's what forced a bit of an error there.
Yeah, just stuck there. Make the guys think, push a bit harder, push too much. But now, the first 4 on mediums, 5 on hard, and then the last 5 on softs.
Will they come back in the last 3 laps? Is it possible? Brett, definitely. He can make up loads of time.
Well, Brett and Black, both very fast drivers, but the gaps are huge. Brett to Osman is 7.5 seconds. Black to Brett, 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's big.
It's huge gaps.
I'll tell you what, Brian must be smiling in that helmet right now. 7.4 seconds ahead.
But all that time that Osman lost, he's slowly making up some time to Rhino. Probably going for an all-out now. Make it or break it.
There's your Red Bull, 7.5 behind Osman. Going into the pits is Martin. He's going to lose loads of because of that. I just don't think he had a choice. So that wing is totally gone. There you can see no wing. Now you guys see how they replaced this wing. It adds 7.2 seconds extra to your pit time to change the front wing.
Somebody has changed to softs, one of the mediums.
That's Martin. Going for fastest lap.
Yeah, Martin's changed to the softs. Oh, just a personal message to you. Your mom says, proud of my son with the videos. He loves doing them.
Ach, dankie mama, hoor, ek's lief vir jou. On live stream.
Dankie Tannie.
There we go. This Brian, look, he's catching him, but not quick enough. Not quick enough. There's only 2 laps left. Well,
and now it's shifted top 3 on mediums, then hards, and then the last 6 on the softs.
Big Rhino must be proud of his drive. I mean, yes, he had a lot of shenanigans in the beginning and pitting and wings.
Yep, but now he's all the way back in 3rd.
Well done, Big Rhino. That's why you never say die at these type of tracks. You go to the end, you fight for every last position. Oh, Brian went a little bit wide there. Hope he didn't hurt his wing.
Yep.
He looks okay. He looks okay.
Grievous saying nobody can say dankie Tannie like Umkon.
Like, boy, man, that's how we got to hear it. Dankie Tannie. You see, I tried. It doesn't work. It's going to be Con's famous words.
He's used to me saying, Tanti Auntie.
Wonderful.
Ooh, and Black out.
Black crashed. There won't be a safety car. Safety cars did not come out in the last 2 laps. So
just a caution on section 3.
Wow.
That makes it
well, at the moment.
Well, at the beginning of the race, I expected more DNF, so that's not bad. Only 3.
If you just have a look at this Brett, though, brought himself all the way down to 3.2 seconds with these 2 laps to go.
Yep.
He's chasing hard.
Pushing very hard, yeah. The field's opened up. Cooper, of course, sticking with Cooper's name, racking up another penalty.
Thank you, Cooper. Thank you for that. We do appreciate your, taking those penalties from other people that didn't get any. So thanks for that, sir. By the end of my season, I'm telling you now, Cooper's going to have a race with no penalties. That's. Yep. I'm going to work on that. We're at 1.7 behind Osman. He's going for this P4, and he's going to be able to pull it off. He's gaining loads of time.
It seems to be a medium track because top 3 still on the mediums. Number 4, Osman on the hards. And
Yeah.
bottom 5 on the softs.
Yeah, those hards are falling off now. He's gone for a very long stint on those hards.
16 laps on that already. But Blade, 15 laps already on mediums.
Wow.
So only 1 lap less than Osman. Osman on the hards, him on the mediums.
But Brian went for the track position, I'm pretty sure of it, and it's paid off for him because he's
Yep.
done 5.1. You're not going to make up 5 seconds on him in
Yep.
one lap.
Now he
so
just
that was
needs
a
to
good
keep
choice.
driving, not take any chances.
Oh, here
He's
comes
got the
Brett.
gap. He can ease off and just make sure he goes over the finish line.
But he's got his wings open. He got DRS. This is going to be one of those ultimate finishes on the start-finish line. Martin banging out our fastest lap, 1:30 flat. Good lap there by you, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Britt also knows when to overtake and when not to. He's very clever. He's a very intelligent
yeah,
driver like that.
Yeah, he is, but he does that on corners. Where all the others aim for the straights, he aims for the corners. A nice fight going on between Osman and Brett, and Brett taking that fourth.
And he did that already now without the DRS.
Yep.
So it shows you how those tires are just so alive at the moment.
But he
on the Red
waits for
Bull.
the guys to run wide. He sits behind them and he waits for them to run wide and takes the inside line on a corner.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he knew Osman's on old hards there, so he
Yep.
knew he had the traction to get away from him.
Yep.
Great move there, Brett. Good comeback.
Almost a full race for Osman. 17 laps already on those hards.
Bang, there's your winner.
And there we go. Blade, Brian takes it.
Followed by Chooks, 4.6 seconds behind him. Big Rhino. He's come up all the way to P3, ladies and gentlemen. What a good drive, Big Rhino. Alpha Tauri right up there. But Confucius, they've kind of split our theory here. If I look at those drivers now, every team is different up to P8.
Yep.
So they're going to have to sit back and go work on a bit of team strats to get both those guys to finish
Yep.
the thing properly.
Because last week the two Red Bulls did it brilliantly. Stayed together, double passes. But this, I don't know, this week, okay, but this is a very difficult track.
It's an extremely
So
difficult
they
track.
just split up a bit.
Martin DNF'd. That's over the line, I think. Let's have a look at it. Here comes Kazi. Let's see if... I don't think we're going to be able to see it. Kazi's a little bit too far back.
Brett
Let's see.
and Martin with DNFs.
Yeah, they usually try and do a funny thing and spin over the start-finish line and hit the wall. Because then they're already done on the race. But that's your race, guys. That was us. That was fantastic. Brian, P1 qualifier, P1 winner. You couldn't have asked for better for him.
So no positions for Brett and Martin. They dropping all the way back to 8 and 9. Cooper will then pass over and go to 7th because
Why
those
that
DNFs.
That's strange. Was that then before?
Maybe they hit the wall just too early
Too early. They lost their
in front of
position.
the finish line and not after.
Ah, geez, I almost said my infamous word and I can't because my mom's listening. Anyway, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's get over there and I'm going to do a little transition, pull these guys in, let's get an interview done with them and let's close this
we've
night
got,
off. It was good fun.
Yep, we've got Brian, Chooks, and Big Rhino.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our driver interviews, our P1, P2, and P3. Unfortunately, we have not got Chooks on our graphics yet. He just joined us this evening, so next Wednesday, or this Wednesday coming, we'll make sure his name is there, because clearly this man can drive and put himself onto a podium. Great race there, though, Confucius. What did you think of these drivers?
In race, we had a couple of, quite a few safety cars, but it is a very technical track. There's tight corners, they come open drive, and there's a tight little corner with a very narrow track. Makes for some technical driving.
I mean, that's not. You look at, we had 4 safety cars, and it shows.
Yep.
It's not an easy track to drive. It's tough to overtake. The corners tend to close in on you, especially at speeds at 320 k's an hour. But with that being said, you still have to have winners, you have to have losers, and we've got our top 3 here with us at the moment. And we're going to start right away with Robin. Big Rhino, what a drive by you, brother, coming all the way back to P3, and how did that go?
It was a bit of a difficult race. It's not an easy track to do. As you saw, most people were all over the place, pushing what. But it was a fun race, fun drive. Eventually, in the end.
Well, that's good. As long as you guys enjoy it, that's all that counts.
And I think also you're going to have a lot of time, Rhino, with these type of practice sessions and testing pages that we do. That's why you said it and you called it to the guys. Get onto track so we can see how other people drive, because it's going to come in handy when we start the league races.
No, 100%. I mean, if you coming into this league, you've got drivers that know how the others drive, because they've been part of the league as a family for a while. Now you've got the new guys coming in, and they don't know our driving style, and that's something they need to learn very quickly.
But that being said, it happens very quickly too. The advantage from our viewpoint, if we look at the drivers, nobody's maliciously trying to take people out, and I think it's just a matter of how incidents also happen. So we saw a lot of good clean driving from everybody, and it's nice to have a league where the people do respect the other drivers ultimately on track.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I mean, without respect on the track, what have you got? You've got nothing.
Yeah.
How was your race though, in terms of changing wings? How many wings did you change tonight?
I think I changed 3 wings this race.
They're going to cap you, hey? You know that, with spending so much money
I
on
know.
front wings.
Well, it's this track in Monaco. I mean, you have to take like 400 wings with you to each track.
Yeah, we said it. We said that Jeddah's one of those. It's like Monaco on drugs. It's so fast, and your reaction time is so little there. But I mean, nonetheless, Robin, great drive by you, and nice, very good P3 there, man. And we look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday.
Nice comeback.
Perfect. Thanks very much, guys. Well done.
All right, so there we have it. That was Robin on P3. Chooks, our new guy tonight. Yeah, man, that boy made P2. What a good drive there by him. And look at O'Brien. He's sitting there waiting for his turn. He's going to get it. But we have to first say how's it to Chooks there. Chooks, how was that drive for you, brother?
It was good. It was good. I led the race, but my pit strategy was awful. And then obviously with the restart, apparently I bumped a few guys off, so I'll just have to see if I can watch a replay now. And I'm sorry to the guys if I did.
It's all testing phases and learning phases, Chook. So it's great driving still by you at the end of the day. And like we say, nobody does things maliciously. They happen because of something that you unfortunately did wrong, and that's just the way racing is. It happens in the real world,
100%.
and it happens by us too. But nonetheless, a P2 is still a good drive there.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I loved it.
How many times did your strategy change during the race?
My strategy was always to go on softs at the end of the race. But obviously when I pitted, I still had I think 10 laps left on the softs, so that wasn't going to get me to the end at a good pace. So I had to you could see there I pitted twice in the safety car, just to go back on the mediums, because obviously I had to change a tire. I went on the soft, back to the medium, and then I thought I could get to the front again, but Brian was too fast.
Yeah, it's a good drive. It's well driven by all drivers.
Yes, 100%.
Well done on your drive there, Chook. Say congrats
well
on it,
done.
and nice to have you on our stream and then on our tracks and in the group, man. It's good to have new drivers and that, and we hope you stick around. It's going to be a good season.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now for the man of the hour. This is your P1 qualifier winner, Brian. He didn't know what strat he was going to do. He said it to us, Confucius. You remember? And whatever strat he didn't know he was going to do worked, because he's in P1. So we
Well,
have
it
to
depends
give it
on
to
which
him.
one, because I think everybody's strat changed quite a few times during that race.
It did. And Brian, congrats on your P1 victory, sir.
Thanks, guys. I just want to apologize to Marcus. I was, after my big mistake in the start there, I checked my tire temps and my tire wear, and I was planning a new strategy, and I looked up, I just ran into the back of him.
Yeah.
I will let you take it away there with him, Confucius. I think you know him very well. Let's see what he has to say about this.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the race, you said you had some strat, and like I asked Chooks as well, how many times during that race did you have to change your strategy?
Oh, I kept changing it. I'm like, okay, this isn't working. So I plan to go to the hards and then try and get far into the race to switch to the softs again at the end. Then I had that incident with Cooper. I think it was Cooper. I was like, okay, well, let's hopefully grab another win quickly. And then I just went on to the medium. And I'm like, oh, well, let's see if we can get to the end with this.
Well, it was a while. What you finished it? I think 16 laps on those mediums.
Yeah, that was quite tough, especially in sector 1. I kept losing the R's.
I saw that. And tire wear, how was that?
That actually took me by surprise. It was a lot higher tire wear than what I was expecting. I was expecting it in the start, but towards the end also the tire wear was still very high. I was very surprised by that.
Okay, and tire temperature, because I saw, for instance, Martin kept on spinning out a bit on the corners.
Yeah, the last turn and the first turn, every time I'd look, I'd be just under 100 or just above 100, and it's very easy to lose the rear of your car over 100. So I was very surprised by that. I have to go rewatch my whole stream and try and study and analyze to understand exactly why the car was so loose.
Yeah,
But
it's all
that's
part
good.
of the strategy. Your tire temperature, your tire pressure, all that comes into play.
And this is what the viewers don't know, Brian, and that's what they're learning every time they hear these interviews. It's very technical, this game, and on top of that, then you still have to drive a car. So, and you know, to get into P1, you kind of get all of those together in a night, you know, and you did. So congratulations on your P1. Great having you on here as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can't wait to see what you do in the league as well, bro. But we will be all back on Wednesday night for another run. But well done to you again for the last time, Brian. Chooks for P2 and to Robin for P3. Lovely having you guys here.
Yep, it's always a pleasure watching you guys race.
All right, chaps, that is our driver interview here for Fusion Racing League. Let's give a big shout out again to our sponsors, Mitsubishi, Suzuki, and CMH Group Belito. Thank you guys for being on board as always and keeping this real for us. And let's not forget our listeners out there. They make this happen, Confucius, don't they?
Of course, they had a very nice chat again, the usuals. And Mandy just saying, well done to all the races.
Exactly what we want to hear. To those people out there for always joining us, thank you once again.
Thank you.
Drive safe, drive fast. But
Yep.
make sure you take care of yourselves, everybody, and we will catch you again on Wednesday night. Confucius from my side, Clinton Cole, and Confucius to you. Thanks for joining me, brother, as always. Nice
Thanks,
having you
man.
here.
And keep it safe on the road, guys. Keep the fast driving for in the game.
Absolutely. Take care, everybody. Until next time, we're out.
Have a good one.